Hello and welcome. Today is Wednesday, the 3rd of February 2016. My name is Chris Ellis and we are here to celebrate the mission accomplished of stage 2 of Not Just Made in China. Thanks to you and the people at StartJoin crowdfund, we were able to raise actually a lot more than 2,141 because we also had some people who pledged privately to the pro tip donation address. Here as well, you've been sending in your donations, not just from the app itself. As you can see, these small ones here are actually from pro tip users. We are not astroturfing this. I'm as surprised as anyone to see this many donations come from the app. It's very impressive to see. I'm really happy with that. But also we're here today because we have now, thanks to the efficiency of the guys over at StartJoin, we've already received the funds. Okay, so the money came in. This is the money here that came from StartJoin, and Grace over at StartJoin was very cool, and she sent it over to us very promptly as soon as it finished. And we're here live on air to fulfill our first promise. The first promise was that we were going to send £200 to Alakanani. So I'm going to go to Bitcoin average, and I'm going to select GBP, British pounds. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to send her, have I got enough money in the ProTip account? I should have checked that before. Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to send her £210, and the reason is because I know that at her end she's got some fees to pay, and since you guys have been so generous to me and, like, you know, sending me money, no, fuck it, actually I'm going to give her 15. I'm going to give her 215 because I know that she had some fees her end. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that into my Bitcoin client right now. And I'm going to send her the money live on air. I'd love it for her to be here. I have sent Alakanani. Let me just double check on Skype. Now the problem, before I do that, the problem that Alakanani has at the moment, the reason we raised her this money, thanks to your help, is that she doesn't have a consistent internet connection. In order to get online, she's in Botswana, she has to buy top-up vouchers, a little bit like pay-as-you-go mobile phone. And so her time online is very limited, and often we'll be chatting and she'll say, oh, I've only got like 5 minutes left and then I've got to go. And so it looks as if we did try to get her on air and we were waiting for her to come on air, but it looks as if she hasn't been able to make it. So I'm just going to put that 0.842 Bitcoins. I'm in Bitcoin QT. I guess I'm not, just need to wait for the synchronization of the blockchain. I guess I'm not compromising my security by showing my Bitcoin client, am I? No, I'm not, am I? So I'm not showing like the password. So yeah, it's going to go to Alakanani. It's the 1BY address here. I also wanted to get people's like responses as well, like how's everyone feeling? Hi Ollie, what are you up to at the moment? Do you like what we're doing? What do you think about it?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's good. Right, and yeah, getting the giving her internet as well, because you wanted me to help do other stuff as well, didn't you, with Anakin?
Yeah. We're going to be doing, once we've got her on the internet, it means that she won't have the problem that we've got now where, like, we'll try to go on air with her and then suddenly her internet isn't working. So we're going to send her the money live on air. I'm going to go over to the actual, this is Alakanani's Bitcoin address. I hope it is. I'm just a little bit paranoid right now because it could be like you're sending it to like Mark Carpellas. That's one of those empty Gox addresses. You clicked on the wrong link, Chris. You messed it up. So I just want to be sure this is her address. And I'm also going to put in a custom change address as well. So let me just use the pro tip address as the change address. And I'm going to hit the send button. I'm going to put my really entropic password that you'll never guess. And it's going to ask me if that's correct. Say yes. And there we have it. Okay. So we have now fulfilled our first promise at Pro Tip. We have paid Alakanani more than what we said we were going to send her, just because, you know, you've been so kind and generous to me in the last few days. You've raised too much money for me, and we raised, you know, quite a lot of money thanks to StartJoin. In fact, again, it looks as if they've waived the fees. They waived the fees on the first crowdfund. We've got more money than the 2,100, but it says on the thing. So I've emailed Grace. I'm like, are you sure this is true? So let's see what Grace comes back with. And but like, obviously, I don't want money that isn't mine. So if there's been some miscalculation, we'll send it back to them. But yeah, I've sent Alakanani a little bit more than what we raised due to the generosity of everybody else. I've just got a message from her right now on Skype, actually. Her bundles have finished. She's requesting from friends a top up as it's already 12 a.m. Okay, that's cool. Well, unfortunately, we did miss the chance to get her on air with us this evening, but we've sent her over the money. Let me just send her the link.
Yes, we have raised a lot of funds. If you go ahead and go to my screen right now, on blockchain.info, we've raised $3,887.97. Over at the crowdfund on Indiegogo, we've raised 323 Great British Pounds, or whatever GBP means. We're all halfway, 65% towards our goal of 500.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
It's important to keep telling the people.
Yeah,
and then you show them the QR code.
Yeah,
you say, whatever you do, don't send any money here. Stop sending money, you people.
Yeah. Send it to the other one. Send it to Indiegogo.
Okay, Alakanani is with us. She's with us. We sent her the money, and now she appears. She appears. Hello.
Hello.
Can we hear you? Hello there. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. Yeah, so thanks very much.
I'm sorry, I had to run to look for bundles because they got finished. So I had to ask friends to top me up so that I can be back online. I'm sorry for that.
No, don't be sorry at all. We've just paid you the money, and so actually it was kind of good timing that you came on just after we sent you the money. It's as if we actually topped up your internet live. So thanks for being here, and thanks for letting us help and get involved in your wonderful project at Satoshi Center. And if you've got any time now, is there anything you would like to tell us about your project in Botswana?
Okay. So first, I would love to thank you for your support. So tomorrow, definitely, I'll come and set up wireless here in my house, so that I can have 24/7 internet. So tomorrow, I'll video everything that I'll be doing tomorrow, so that you can know what's happening. And on Saturday, I'm going to I'm going to see the place where we're going to set up the center, and I'll also put it on video so that you can know which place and where we are going to set up the center. So we're hoping end of February we'll be done with the branding and maybe put some chairs and tables. We'll do it small until it is a fully fledged center. So our center is more like a co-working space or a small tech hub where we're going to put on most people who are only dealing with technology or IT, or especially the blockchain and Bitcoin, because we want people to develop certain things, certain applications, certain programs along the blockchain or along the Bitcoin. And also during the weekends, we are targeting government schools. We are going to pick young children, maybe from 6 years old up to 13 years old, so that we can teach them how to code. Here, Oli will come in handy to come and help us at the center. So at the center, we are hoping to put on projectors, and because we'll be having internet now, to put on the projectors and to put on that board so that they can have live interaction with whosoever that will be teaching them. It has been a long journey, I can say, but eventually I believe now we'll eventually make it after a long struggle. And thank you to each one of you who really made this thing possible, because now I see that there is a better future. There was time that I had lost a little bit of hope to ever make it, because I've tried everything to set up the center, but it was quite difficult. But this year, somehow I see the light. Somehow I've got hope. I did indeed lose hope. I had really lost hope before I met you, Chris, and I had lost hope because I have I'm sorry to talk too much, but I had lost hope in ever making the dream a reality. To say let us have a center like this in Botswana, I had lost hope, but now I see that we will do it, and
Well,
I'm
that's really great. I mean, what made you lose hope, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what happened?
because of the way you have been talking to me, the way you have been, you did really, you might not have known because we're just chatting via SMSs, not voice, but every message that you have been sending to me, it made me believe that I can do it. Remember, I had told you that I have tried everything. I even went to BTCGM. I got myself into trouble because I wanted to really set up. I believed in this center that we can change young kids who have job. That one can make them, have touch with the global world. What if a graduate, a student in Botswana can be able to come up with the app of the century? We'll never get to know if we don't have a center like that one. So I wanted that thing to be a reality. So the more you talk to me, the more you gave me, reasons to be hopeful. Thank you, sir. The more you gave me hope to be hopeful, to have hope. To say when you believe something, go for it. So I began to really believe. I talked to my husband. I said, we can make this happen. Let's believe in this dream. Let us not let go. I already had a group of graduates, a lot of tech guys who believe in me, like the one that I introduced them to. Okay,
Yeah.
this is one of the guys that has been there with me. He'll be like, how is it going with your cent? I'll be like, man, I'm still dreaming. So there are a lot of people who believe that I can do it. So the more you talk to me, the more I saw you dedicated, and you have never met me. That is the most inspiring thing. You had never actually met me. I'm seeing your face for the first time today. You are seeing my face for the first time today. The fact that you believed that I can do it made me believe. I think that's
Oh, that's great. I'm so touched. That's great that we can make it work. And so now we've got you this money. And Ollie, do you want to say hi as well?
Hello, how
Because
are you? How's everyone?
hello, Oli. It's
Hello.
good to see. Oh, you look so young.
yeah, he's very young. He's 13.
Oh wow.
We're going to
I'm
be getting
impressed.
you Alakanani as well. We're going to be building on Saturday. Ollie's going to come round here in North London with me, and we're going to build the full nodes, okay, for you.
Wow.
With the reason why, in case anyone's wondering why the pledge nodes are going out after the other ones, it's because there's a new version of Bitcoin coming out, 0.12, 0.12, and it's going to be
Okay.
faster on the Raspberry Pis. And I didn't want to send out. Also, they're going to have bigger memory cards as well because the price has come down on memory cards, believe it or not, since December. So I wanted to wait until the newer, faster version of Bitcoin came out before I started to send them out, because it actually costs a lot of money to send the nodes out to places like
Oh,
Botswana. We were getting quotes. Dave, in fact, head of dispatch, David Bailey. Let me just show you him right here. Say hello.
hello.
That's him working now, getting us quotes on dispatching
But
these full nodes.
one thing I can really advise you on when you want to send stuff like that to Botswana, don't use the post. Don't
Yeah,
use the post.
that's what we've learned.
Yeah, don't use the post, as otherwise they're gonna steal. Because
Yeah, we
they've stolen a
we
lot of stuff before. So
yeah we're going to use UPS and DHL. We're going to use private companies, so we're contacting them, and we're getting prices. And the cost of sending something to Thailand was like £70 or something like that. And in Thailand in particular, we had problems because Bitcoin-related sites are blocked, for example, and so people in Thailand were not able to buy the full nodes. We had to kind of go via Twitter, and I would have to give them the Bitcoin address and stuff. So I'm not sure if we've lost Alakanani. Her screen looks frozen, but oh, okay. I've just received word from Alakanani. Unfortunately, her bundles have finished. So yes, so we've lost her. But it's so good to have Alakanani on air with us, even for a brief amount of time. I was so glad that we got to make that event happen and introduce her to Ollie as well. And so yes, as I say, we are working around the clock here in North London. Ollie will be over on Saturday, probably for some live streams. We're going to be putting together some more Raspberry Pis. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Proof of Work. Proofofwork.media, they're a good advertising agency in London. They work in the Bitcoin space. The reason I'm giving them a shout out isn't because they paid me, it's because I ran out of my ability. I've been buying these off of Amazon, and the reason is because they're so cheap on Amazon at the moment. They're on offer, and they're limiting the number of Pis you can buy in one go. So I was like emailing everyone, all my friends, like, can you just buy me like 5 Raspberry Pis? I can pay you straight away, kind of thing. And so thank you to Thomas and Louis and Mike as well at Proof of Work, because they bought me some Raspberry Pis, and also Dave here did as well, and I think Simon, your dad Ollie, he did help us out as well. So thank you, because we're going to need lots of them. I've got about 30 to build now, in addition to the 26 or 27 that have already gone out. So that's taken the total number of nodes up to 50. So that's 1% of the overall Bitcoin network now is going to be increased because of the work that we've already done or about to finish. And Ollie's going to come over. We're hopefully going to have Matthew over. David, are we going to have young Matthew? Maybe, we're not sure yet. But yeah, so hopefully we're going to have another young person over here, and we're going to live stream it on Saturday, and Charlene and everyone, and we're going to start building some full nodes, and we're going to teach people how to do it and show people how to do it. And then we're going to send them out to Botswana, and we're just organising the logistics of that. Turns out that it might be a little bit more expensive than we first imagined, but thanks to your generosity and all the extra donations that we were getting, I think we can afford it. I think we should definitely be sending out. We also learned today from Salmitra that there are only 2 full nodes in India. So this project, by its completion, by the end of this month, will already have doubled the number of full nodes in India. Just by the default. In fact, you know what? I might even send him another one, just so we can more than double it. So that's absolutely crazy. And hopefully, Ollie, you'll get to actually build a full node that will get used by somebody in one of these countries. How does that feel?
Yeah, it'd be good, because it'd be good for a few reasons. For and building things as well, be good for building and other things. I'll be good at other stuff, like not just coding, but I know other stuff as well. It'll be quite good.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to Steve getting involved with his provenance thing, and I'm also big shout out to Alex Kaczynski. He's a really good tech guy. He's been helping us out with the Linux, and also MZ as well has been helping us out with some scripts, to help the nodes kind of auto reboot when they crash and stuff like that, so people don't have many issues. I can just quickly give you a glimpse of the next version that I'm making, which is a bit top secret at the moment, but you can see I've got it plugged into a SanDisk there. The SanDisk is, we're trying out some SSD drives, doing some deals with some suppliers. If you are a supplier of hardware, like hard drives and things like that, we'd love to talk to you. I'd like to build a bigger node, what I'm calling the super node, which will allow for more developer. We're going to put some libraries on the Raspberry Pi in the future, so that people can start coding on top automatically with the raw transactions, as I demonstrated in the last technical video that I did. So yeah, that's it. That's our first promise committed. Mad.
Well, Chris, if you need a deal on discount hardware, of course, you can check out purse.io, where all you have to do is create a wish list, copy and paste it, and set your discount. You can buy anything on Amazon with Bitcoin at a discount.
Wow.
I'm serious. I do it all the time. Like 30% off. I got a new sweater this morning. I got some gloves last week.
Full disclosure, he works at Purse.io.
I work there too, but
yeah,
everyone knows that.
Too, yeah.
I tell them all the time, but
yeah.
I've used it as well as a customer. So,
okay, cool.
But I think it's really great what we've been able to do to raise this money for Alakanani and for Africa and Botswana. And I read so many articles about her work, and it was really inspiring. I think it's been a while now. I think she went to some Bitcoin conventions and she met with all the big people in this industry. But the realities are, when it came down to pay for her project, it was you and all of our donors out there in the World Crypto Network who came through for her. And I just want to thank everyone for donating to that project, to the Pro Tip project, to the Full Node project, and of course to the Save Ellis Crowdfund for Chris project that we're working on now. It's all these small donations. They really add up, $5, $10 here and there. So I think it's just really great. And I just wanted to join you really briefly today to say that.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Tom. That's been really good. That money's taken a big load off of my mind. I've been able to relax a bit more since getting that money, and because it's really going to take the pressure off of me. I don't have to worry as much, and I can just, it's not like the pain hasn't gone away, but almost like I've got hope now that it might do at some point, and so now I'm like more motivated, and I'm, so thank you so much. That's been an enormous
And
help.
look how quickly that hope spread from you to Alakanani. She was describing just minutes ago how she was kind of bummed out and her project wasn't going well, but just some tweets from you made her feel better and made her get back on her project. And then everyone should think this. If you're thinking I should say something nice to somebody, or I should send a random message to a famous person or quasi-famous or whatever and ask them for something, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and put yourself out there. A lot of people are willing to help. Not everybody has the time to help. If you don't have time, you can give money. If you don't have money, you can give time. We can all help each other, and I think that's a great attitude to have.
Great. All right, guys, let's wrap up for now, but we will be back at some point later this week and also on Saturday for the sort of miniature hackathon that we're going to do here in North London. So if anyone wants to join us, I guess we'll start around midday on Saturday, and we'll live stream it out as normal. All right? Cool. Well, that's been us. Thank you very much for joining us, and more to look forward to later in the week. See you later. Bye-bye.